my live. Just give me a minute, I'll be back. Hi guys, so I'm trying to share this live to some of my friends, so just hold on, okay? I'm trying to share this live to some of my friends. Okay? So if you already joined us, just hold on. If you're already here, just hold on. I'm trying to share the live to some of my friends that also want to join us, okay? Please just give me like 2 minutes to do that. If you are here, just hold on. I'm trying to get my friends to join, okay? Just hold on. I would, by 15:10, that's 10 minutes after 3, I'll be completely live. So just hold on. If you're watching me, just hold on. I'm gonna come sit for the live by 10 minutes past 3, okay? Hello guys, welcome to my live. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today again we are back with another tutorial on hair business. In case you see me looking down, just know that it's because I'm trying to get some of the outlines. I wrote some of the outlines down. So today we're going to be discussing everything you need to know about hair business, okay? Today we're going to be discussing everything. Thank you so much for joining. For those that are here, thank you so much for joining. Um without wasting much of our time, let's go straight to the business of the day. So I wrote some things down that I'm going to be explaining in this very tutorial here. So we're starting with introduction to hair business, okay? Now like we all know, hair business just involves the buying and selling of hairs, okay? It's not difficult. It's just the buying and selling of hairs, while hair importation is the buying of hairs, hair extension, hair products, styling tools from outside your country, no matter where you find yourself in outside your country. So that's what hair business and hair importation simply means. Like I will always say, there are basically two types of hairs, okay? There are two types of hairs basically. We have the human hair and the synthetic hair. Terms like hair blend, 80% human hair, 70% human hair, 60% human hair, all these things are selling strategies, okay? There is absolutely nothing like a 70% human hair or a 50% human hair. No company mixes synthetic hairs with human hairs. So there's no term like that. So just know that there is nothing like a 70% human hair, a 80% human hair, and there's absolutely nothing like hair blend. Okay, it is simply a selling strategy used by people to sell. Also, we have forms of human hairs. Yes, we have human hairs, and then we have types of hairs, human hair and synthetic hairs. Yet we still have hi Jeff, welcome to my life. So I'm doing fine, thank you, for joining. So we have human hair and we have synthetic hair. So for the forms of human hair, we still have forms of human hair. Now the forms of human hair we have includes virgin hair, raw hair, and Remy hair. Now you can also hear things like donor hair at some point in your business. Now raw hair is the hair that was cut off from a human being, like the unprocessed hair that was cut off from a human being. That is what we mean by raw hair. Now for the virgin hair, we can say that a virgin hair is a hair that was cut off from a human being, but virgin hair was steam processed. Virgin hairs are steam processed, they're not chemically processed. Okay, now things like your bone straight fall under the categories of Remy hairs. Yes, Remy hairs are hairs that have been chemically processed. Remy hairs, those are Remy hairs, and usually Remy hairs are gotten from multiple donors. Okay, multiple donors, that's where we get Remy hairs from. So we have I'm not going to say we have forms of synthetic hairs, but I want you to know that synthetic hairs come in grades. Yes, we have grades of even human hair. Jesus, we have grades of human hair. But I need you to understand, even despite the fact that we have grades of human hair, there is absolutely nothing like there's absolutely nothing like this thing they call 6A grade, 7A grade, 5A grade, all those things. There is no standard. I mentioned this in one of my videos already. There is no standard. There is no standard. Hi Luciana, welcome to my life. There is no standard grading system anywhere. So if I decide to sell my grade 6 as a grade 10, nobody's going to query me. Do you understand what I'm saying? So let's say if you have been buying a grade 10 hair from a particular person, just stick to that person. Stick to that particular person. Don't go if you're buying grade 10A hair from somebody, just hi Luciana, you're welcome. So just stick to that particular person. Don't, because by the time you try another supplier, you will find out that that 10A grade hair is that you're buying from your supplier will be another person's 12A grade hair or even 7A grade hair. So if you have been getting hairs from a particular supplier and the person has been giving you what you want, I just suggest you stick to that particular supplier, because once you decide to change, you will find out that you're getting something different. So you see that grading system of 6A, 7A, 8A, 9A, 10A, please, there is nothing like that in the hair industry, so just forget about it. Okay, now I was saying something about synthetic hairs. I need you to understand that synthetic hairs have grades. Okay, synthetic hairs have grades. We have different grades of synthetic hairs. Now we have, we have grades of synthetic hairs. Now you will hear some people saying that just some synthetic hairs can accept heat, some of them they can bleach, some of these synthetic hairs can be colored. You see that they have grades, though you cannot just tell by looking at them or something like that. But if you are getting from a particular supplier, and that supplier is saying that this synthetic hair, you can bleach it. First, for you to know that there's some synthetic hair that cannot even accept heat. I have a synthetic hair here. I would have loved to show you guys. It cannot accept heat whatsoever. It cannot. Why some of this synthetic hair, if you just put straightener on a synthetic hair that is not hair, that's what I wanted to say. We have high quality synthetic hairs while we have low quality synthetic hairs. Now there's no way to actually identify a high quality and a low quality synthetic hair, and that's the truth. There's no way for you to identify it. But just by carrying out some of this like by straightening it, by coloring it, you get to know the ones that are of high grade. We have some high grade synthetic hair. See, synthetic hair these days can bleach. Some of them, most of them accept it, and in fact most of these synthetic hair these days are tangle free. Before you realize that your synthetic hair tangles a lot, you must have used it for like almost a month or two before you come to realize that it actually tangles. So what I'm just saying is that synthetic hairs also have grades. Just like we have forms of human hair, synthetic hairs come in grades. Okay, like we have the high grade synthetic hair and we have the low grade. That's the two way me I can categorize it, and this is my own. This is me. You see what I'm saying? This is me categorizing synthetic hairs, because I know that there's some synthetic hairs that can accept heat, while there's some that cannot accept it. So I just take those ones that cannot accept heat as the low grade synthetic hair, while those that can accept heat as the high grade synthetic hair. So that after that being said, now how do you differentiate a synthetic hair from a human hair? I've always said this. If you are using the fact, if you are using the feel to differentiate a human hair from a synthetic hair, you'll be wrong, because these days some synthetic hairs are so soft and they are almost tangle free. I'm not even joking. Okay, so using the fact that the hair can bleach is not even a reason why you should it's not even a reason why you should it's not one of the criteria to identify a synthetic hair from a human hair. Yes, see, things like the hair can bleach, the hair can accept heat, the feel, the shading. And one thing I want you to know is that human hair is two shade. If your natural hair can shade, of course, your human hairs too can shade. So no, when you buy human hairs and you're complaining that the hair is shady, no, human hairs too shade. So synthetic hairs shade, but just that synthetic hairs shade more. But that is not even one of the ways you identify a human hair from a synthetic hair, because there are some human hairs that I have sold, or let me not say I have sold, I have bought rather, and I have used that shades a lot, and I was so shocked, like just brushing it like this, I was like, is this in human hair? So just that's for you to know that some human hairs can actually shade. Okay, now the best way for you to know that this is a human hair from a synthetic hair, please ignore the noise in the background. It's not really something I can control. Okay, please ignore the noise in the background. So the way you can identify a human hair from a synthetic hair is by carrying out a bond test. I would have loved to carry out a bond test here, because I actually have some human hairs and some synthetic hairs here, but I don't want how do I say it? I don't want it, because I don't know if it's against the community guidelines, so I don't want to do that here. But I just want you to know that the best way for you to do that is by carrying out a bond test. Now, let me explain. When you burn a synthetic hair, such as an attachment, if you burn a synthetic hair, you come to realize that it produces a black smoke. Produces a black smoke. Then it forms balls. Like, it will just form into small balls. It does not just burn. It will just start forming small balls, and it be smelling like rubber. Yes, it smells like rubber or plastic. But when you actually burn a human hair, it smells like a burning goat, something like that. Like, it smells like a burning hair. Okay, it smells like a burning hair. It doesn't smell like rubber. Then it produces a white smoke, and it burns very, very fast, and then it forms ashes. Very, very important. Human hairs forms ashes. So that is it. Then also that's the best way for you to differentiate your human hair from your synthetic hair. Just carry out a bond test and you'll be able to tell the difference. Now, I need you to also note that there are three drones of hairs. Okay, there are three drones of hairs. We have the single drone, we have the double drone, and we have the super double drone. Okay, now the single drone, I've explained this a lot. If you any bundle of hair, I'm waiting for you to reconnect. Okay, it's already working. So any bundle of hair or any wig that you notice that, any wig that you buy and you notice that, thank you so much, Chika Suzanne, thank you. So any wig that you buy and you notice that it is full at the top and then it is thin at the end, just know that that is actually a single drawn hair. If it is full at the top and then it is small at the end, like it is thin at the end, it is a single drawn hair or a single drawn bundle. But a double drawn bundle or a double drawn hair, a double drawn bundle or a double drawn hair is that kind of hair that it is thick from top to bottom. But for when you compare a double drawn to a super double drawn hair, you come to realize that a super double drawn hairs have hairs of equal length in higher quantity than that of the double drawn hair. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's just the best way I can explain it. And if you want to see it, like if you want to understand this clearly, you can watch a video. I have a video on my channel that explains this single drawn, double drawn, and a super double drawn hair. So thank you so much. We have 25 people already. Thank you so much for joining my live. Thank you, I really appreciate. So quickly, I'm going to go to the next thing, which is the types of lace wig we have. As someone that wants to go into the hair industry, you should actually understand the type of lace wig we have. You know, we are so used to the frontal and the closure wigs that we don't even know that there are other wigs that are outside this. Yes, we have other wigs that are outside frontals and closure. You must not buy a frontal wig and you must not buy a closure wig. You can actually get a 360 lace wig, and then we have this one we call a T frontal lace wig, and then we have a full lace wig. Now what you should understand is that when you're talking about a closure, this wig I'm putting on now is a closure wig. Don't mind where I styled it, okay? It's actually a closure wig. So if the lace does not occupy the entire front of your face, it is a closure wig, okay? And for a closure wig, we have different types of closure wig. We have we have the 2x4, the 2x6, which is commonly referred to as a Kimke closure. We have the 4x4, we have the 6x6, 5x5, we have the 7x7. In fact, we have different types of closure wig. Some companies, that some hair companies, can even customize some of these closure wigs for you so well that honestly, we have different types of closure wig. That's one thing I just want you to know. We have different type of closure wigs. Some companies can customize a 5x7 for you depending on what you want. Okay, now then aside a closure wig, the most popular wig we know about again is a frontal wig. Okay, now if the lace of a wig, I wish I could just show you a frontal wig right now, but it seems far. So a frontal wig is that wig in which the lace occupies the entire front of it. That wig that you see that has lace that occupies the entire front of your face is a frontal wig. Okay, so that is a frontal wig, and for a frontal wig you can style anywhere around that lace area. Now for a full lace wig, what you should have to understand is that a full lace wig is made to resemble your natural scalp. Yes, a full lace wig is made to resemble your natural scalp. So for a full lace wig, you can part it anywhere at all. You can part a full lace wig anywhere. It's meant to resemble your natural scalp, and then it is the most expensive type of lace wig we have. Now for a 360 lace wig, that's the one that the lace will go around your head just like a 360. So that is a 360 lace wig. Now we have we also have a T frontal lace wig. Yeah, we have a T frontal lace wig, which is that lace wig in which it goes into your head like this, just a little into your head like this, then it also occupies the entire front of your face. That is actually a full lace wig. So having known the types of lace wig we have, we quickly move to niches in the hair industry. Yes, I need you to understand that there are different niches in the hair industry. You don't have to sell hairs, okay? You can decide to go into things like hair extension, selling of hair extension, and I need you to understand that we have different types of hair extension. Please, you know what, you people should just find out on your own, but we have different hair extensions, okay? Not the regular ones you even know. Then you can go into the selling of bundles. Instead of you selling wigs, I can decide to be selling bundles, okay, instead of me selling wigs. And you find this most especially with Vietnamese hair suppliers. All these Vietnamese hair suppliers, they usually sell wigs bundles. Sorry, they don't even, most of the times they don't even sell wigs. It's when you now request for them to wig your bundles for you. That's when they wanna decide to wig the bundles. Now also we have things like hair accessories. If you see me looking down, it's because I jotted something down, okay, because I don't want to miss out on anything. This class has to be detailed, so I don't want to miss anything. So we have hair accessories, we have hair maintenance products. You must not sell wigs. You can say I know this particular guy, I've forgotten his name, but he owns a shop where he sells only, he doesn't sell wigs, so he just sells hair maintenance products. There's so many hair maintenance products we have that you can use. You understand what I'm saying? Then you can also say hairstyling products like your wax stick, your mousse, all these conditioner, coil ala, all these things are hairstyling product. Then you can even say hair tools. Hair tools are hot tools. Let me see if I can reach one of my hot tools here. But let me show you what I mean by hot tools. Okay, now this is a hot tool. This is a hot tool. Now this is a straightener, and like I said before, if you check out my video on materials and tools for your hair business, you come to realize that when I was talking about these hair tools, I mentioned that instead of you to get a hot comb, I have my hot comb there, you can actually get a straightener instead. Get a straightener instead of getting, like, if you have an option. Of course they do different things, and that's why they were made for different things. But if you have an option of buying only one, just go for a straightener instead, because with the straightener you can achieve the work of a hot comb and of a coiling iron. Okay, so you can sell different things. That's what I'm just saying. Basically, you must not sell hairs, you must not sell wigs. You can decide to sell bundles, hair maintenance products, hair accessories. So moving on, why hair business? Some people will ask, okay, why must I join this hair business self? Why hair business? And I'm going to give you 6 reasons why you should actually start up your own hair business if you have interest in it. Now, one of the things is that hair business is very lucrative. I don't know how many times I have to say this particular one, but hair business is very lucrative. Sorry, I'm trying to increase the brightness. Okay, so let's continue. Hair business is very lucrative. That's one thing you have to understand, and it's one of the most profitable business in Nigeria right now. Yes, hair business is lucrative, there's no doubt about that, but I'm gonna tell you this for free. It's if you know how to go about it, that's when it will actually be lucrative for you. You have to master it. Honestly, a lot of people are cashing out. Oh, there's some hair vendors that put about 300 and so only on one single hair, and they are cashing out big. Okay, but what I'm just saying is, you have to know your website. If you're a beginner, don't expect to be making so much yet, unless you want to sell your hairs expensive. But if you don't want to sell your hairs expensive, you can just stick to the normal price and like sell your hairs with profits, but just give yourself time, you will grow. Okay, your hair business will grow and you start making those profits that these big brands are making. Okay, so and also one reason why you should actually join the hair business is because the demand for artificial hair in Nigeria is very high. The truth is that the cost of making hairs these days is so much. Honestly, everybody just want to have wigs, honestly, because the cost of making hair, do you know how much it takes for you to just make only attachments? Like, if you're not with 10,000 naira in Nigeria, no matter where you find yourself right now, if you're not with 10,000 naira, you cannot make attachments. That's the truth. You cannot make attachments if you're not in Nigeria right now. But if you just buy a wig of 80,000 naira, you can wear that wig. Like, if it's a good wig, you can wear that, especially if it's a virgin hair or a raw. No, you cannot get raw hair for 80,000 naira, but let me say a virgin hair, because you can get a short bob for, you can get, thank you so much Pacific, thank you. You can get a raw a virgin hair for around 80,000. That's a bob wig, not a long one, please, not a long one. So you can get a virgin hair for that amount, and you can actually sell you can actually oh, what am I even saying? Jesus, I just got lost. Thank you so much Pacific. Oh my god. So what I'm just saying is the demand for artificial hair in Nigeria. Everybody, what I was saying, that most people don't want to make their hairs again. So imagine when I get a virgin hair of 80,000 naira and I'm able to use it for years, like for 3-4 years, 80,000 naira, why I would have been making attachments like over and over again. And we all know that the cost of these hair extensions are so expensive. So people just want to get what help themselves save money. So that's why people are constantly buying wigs. See, even in 2030, even in 2050, people will still be buying wigs. And one thing you have to understand again is that no woman ever have enough wigs. No woman ever has enough wigs. They always want to buy more. See, there's no woman that will say I have enough wigs. Nobody, no matter who. We women, we always want to buy more wigs. We always want to look different. Okay, so wigs will continue to you'll be able to sell your hairs and wigs like till thy kingdom come. And these days, not just that, it's just Nigerians or Africans that are wearing. No, why we Africans tend to go into the buying of wigs, like wigs, yes, buying of these wigs we have to put on, is because we don't have long hairs. Okay, because we don't have long hairs. But if you come to, it's because we don't have long hairs. So but if you go to lands abroad, these people, they have long hairs. But these days I've realized that, like, I've seen a lot of videos where people, like, I'm talking about Oyibo people now, they're now wearing wigs. So no be smart thing, like, these people are now wearing wigs, and it's awesome. So that's to take that the hair industry is a very lucrative one, and if you intend going into it, you should actually do it. Okay, because it's lucrative, and secondly, there's high demand for artificial hairs. Yes, there's high demand. People no longer want to wear their natural hair. People want to look different. People want to wear long bone straight. People want to be looking so good, okay? So that's another thing. Then also buying the third reason why you should actually go into the hair industry, if you have interest in it, is because buying hairs directly from the manufacturers is really cheap. Yes, if you're getting hairs, but these days, you know, the exchange rate these days is affecting everything. So these days, honestly, it's not so cheap unless you are buying in bulk. Then shipping fee of hairs is cheap compared to other items, and that's true, sha. You know, hair is actually lightweight. So if you are shipping hairs from what's it called, if you're shipping hairs from, let's say, China, Vietnam to Nigeria, it's actually lightweight. It's actually lightweight. So it's not one of these heavy products. So it costs less. Okay. Then another thing again why you should actually join the hair industry is that, unlike some other businesses that you have to set up a shop or something like that, if you are if you are in the hair industry, you don't actually need a shop. Okay, you don't need a shop. You don't need a shop at all. You can start selling online. You can start in your house. I've seen a lot of hair vendors that have been selling massively, and yet they don't even have a store of their own. So another thing again is that you can start with little or no capital. Okay, you can start with little or no capital for your hair business. So you don't need capital to start your hair business as well. Okay, I've seen a lot of people that started selling their hair business. Some people started their hair business without capital. In case you don't know, some people started without capital. You don't need capital to start your hair business. See, you can just start posting other people's, like, one way. There are two ways you can actually start selling hairs without capital. The first way is for you to actually reach out to a hair vendor. Then you would ask the hair vendor, you tell the hair vendor that you want to start drop shipping for the hair vendor, yeah, something like that. Then the hair vendor will give you live pictures, live videos. Then you start posting for such a hair vendor. Then when a customer places an order, you make your profit. That's one way you can start hair business without capital. Then the second way you can actually start your hair business without capital is by doing this thing we call pre-order. If you have the contact of anyone at all, if you have the contact of anyone that like, let's say, any of these suppliers abroad, you can tell people that, okay, I can buy bone straight for you from a Vietnamese company. I can buy bone straight for you. Okay, now when you do this, you collect the money of everybody that wants to buy the bone straight. Then you add your own profit in it, and then you buy these hairs for these people. So those are actually two ways you can actually sell your hairs without those are two ways you can actually start your hair business without capital. Now, like I always say, there are some things that I hear that are going on in the hair industry that are not true. Okay, the first one is that people believe that the hair business is actually saturated, which is not true. Okay, it is not true. The hair business can never be saturated because people always want to buy artificial hairs. The truth is that no woman has enough hairs. Okay, then that's the simple truth. Then also, one of the lies I hear going around again is that you need a physical store. You do not need a physical store for your hair business. You don't absolutely need a physical store for that. Then another lies I hear going around in the hair industry is that selling it at a low price will give you more customers. It is not true at all, because personally I have sold hairs at a low price, and in fact it made people question the quality of my hair. So selling at a low price will not bring you more customers or more sales. The truth is that if I have been a hair, like if I've been buying hair, if I'm being a hair buyer, and I know that bone straight is around let's say 100,000 naira, and I see somebody selling bone straight for 40,000 naira, do you think I'm going to buy? Yes, I might decide to try that person, but I'll be really skeptical, because I'll be like, I'm not going to get the same quality I want. And if you're somebody that is into luxury hairs, honestly, you will not even want to even try it at all. But I know that some people will still buy from you when you're selling cheap. And that's the simple truth, because some people just like it cheap. Some people, they hear that bone straight is being sold 120,000 naira somewhere, and they hear that another person is selling it for 20,000 naira. They want to buy from another person that's 20,000 naira and just try it out. And most of the times you just end up getting what you are not expecting. That's why when you come to the hair industry, well, let's hearing about what I ordered versus what I got. Like, anyways, that's just it. And then another lie again I hear going around in the hair industry is that you need over packaging. You don't need over packaging, especially as a small brand. If you're a small brand and you're just starting out, please just stick to what you have. See, if it's just a brown nylon you can make for your hair business, make it and start selling. Don't wait. don't wait. Okay, don't waste time. Okay, and what do you need to actually get started with your hair business? You need the right knowledge. And like I always say, know enough about hairs, before you start selling. Don't just go and just start selling hairs. It's not good. It's not good. Know some things, because if you don't know some things, you will not know that there is, because up to date some people are still even arguing. You have not seen anything. So people are still arguing that there is something called a 40% human hair, a 30% human hair, and so on. Thank you so much, Njoku, and Njoku, thank you so much for joining us. So some people are still arguing, not be smart thing, that there is a 50% human hair, there is a 30% human hair, and things like that, and which is not actually true. Because if you know about hairs, you come to realize that those things are just selling strategy. You see those things that they call hair blend, 70% human hair, 80% human hair, and things like mirror bone straight, all those words are just selling strategies. Okay, these are things, me, I can wake up one morning and call my bone straight what word should I even use? Spaggy bone straight, like just any term at all, as long as it's going to help me sell, I'm just going to call it that. Okay, so it's not actually true. So how profitable is the hair business? The hair business is really, really profitable. For those that want to know, it's really, really profitable, especially when you're buying in bulk. It's really, really, really profitable. So how much can you use to start up your own hair business? I've gotten these questions a lot of time, and I'm here to finally address that. How much you need to start up your own hair business? Now, firstly, you have to decide on the kind of hairs you want to sell. That will actually, in fact, don't even decide how much you have. That's first question you ask yourself. How much do you have to start up your own hair business? Because it's not what kind of hairs do you want to sell. Sometimes some people want to sell luxury hairs, but they have just 200,000 naira. Would you encourage them to go and sell luxury hairs? No, because if they want to sell luxury, probably they will just get one. These days, if it's only one luxury hair you'll be able to buy with 200k. I'm not even kidding. One or two. So why would you want to encourage somebody with 200k to go for luxury hairs? No. So the first thing that will first determine the kind of hairs you're going to sell, it's your capital. Okay, your capital will be the first determinant of what kind of hairs you are going to eventually sell. I know that some people might still have like up to a million naira or so, but still choose to sell synthetic hairs. That case is different. That one, they have multiple choice. Okay, but if you're somebody that wants to go into the hair industry and you're wondering how much you need, the question is how much you actually have. Because right now, even with 50,000 naira, you can actually start selling hairs. Yes, with 50,000 naira, you can start selling hairs. But of course, that has already told you that you're going to be selling only synthetic hairs. Do you understand? Like synthetic hair straight. Okay. Now, if you have something like 500k and above, you can actually go into the selling of human hairs and luxury wigs. Though it's going to get to only a few luxury wigs, but if you are with things like 10 million and above, you can sell a lot. Okay, you can sell any kind of wigs you want. So your capital will be the main determinant of the kind of hairs you are going to sell. Okay, so that's the main determinant of the kind of hairs you are going to sell. So and this is my own opinion. Other people might have their own opinion, but for me, anything less than 50,000 naira, you can sell hair blends. Anything less than 100,000 naira, you can sell some of these budget human hairs and actually add your hair blend. You said I'm calling it hair blend now. I'm not calling it synthetic, but it's synthetic. Know that hair blend is synthetic. So I told you that myself. I also use that word. Hair blend, because that's what people like to hear. You know, when people just hear synthetic like this, they just feel like synthetic hairs are bad hairs. No, synthetic hairs are not bad hairs. The only thing is that is how you handle it. See, even human hairs, if you don't treat your human hairs well, honestly speaking, you'll be shocked that they will not even last long for you. So hair needs maintenance, whether it is human hair or synthetic hair. But one thing about human hair is that you can actually with human hair, you don't need to do so much work, and you don't need extra muscle. But with synthetic hairs, you definitely need extra muscle, because you have to do a lot of brushing and detangling. Okay, so whether it's human hair or synthetic hair you're buying, you have to maintain it. Then with less than 200,000 naira, you can sell human hairs and synthetic hairs. Then with less than 500k, you can actually go into the selling of human hairs and synthetic hairs. Then anything a million naira and above, like I said before, you can go into the selling of luxury hairs. So I also jotted something down. That I want to also mention in this video. Please just give me a minute. Let me get my book. Okay, so I'm back. Okay, hope I didn't waste so much time. So I wanted to talk about some things also that I hear going around in the hair industry, that I wanted to really address. Now, for those of you that have been asking me which shipping company I use, I've said it before. I use Skyjet. Okay, hello Titilayo, welcome to my live. So I use Skyjet for shipping. I've said this severally. I use Skyjet for shipping. Now, one thing I also want us to talk about quickly is the things you need before you import hairs. Now, like I always say, you will need 3 things before you go into the hair importation. You will need 3 things. The first thing you will need is a hair supplier, whether in China or in Vietnam. I already explained hair importation yesterday, but if you still need me to explain, you can still talk about it in the comment section. I say in the comment section, sorry. You can still ask me to do it, okay? Then I would do it. But I already talked about hair importation yesterday, but if you want me to still go over it, just let me know. Now, like I said, there are 3 things you need before you start importing hairs. Number 1, you need a hair supplier, whether in China or in Vietnam, wherever it is you want to import hairs from, you need a hair supplier. Then you need a shipping company address. That's the second important thing you need. You need a shipping company address. Like I said, I use Skyjet, and for me, they have never given me any troubles. Okay, they've never given me any troubles. They've been doing me well. Okay, that's the second thing you need. So you need a hair supplier, then you need a shipping company. Then thirdly, you need an exchanger. Yes, you need an exchanger for your before you talk about importing hairs. Yes, you need an exchanger, because definitely you cannot pay your suppliers in your local currency. So you will need to you cannot pay your supplier in your local currency. So you need somebody that will be able to change it to either the country's currency you want to buy from. Okay, so another thing I want to talk about is the different types of shipping we have. Yes, if you didn't know now that we have 3 main types of shipping. We have the normal shipping, which is the one that okay, let me not start with that one. Let me start with the express, because express, let me start in order of duration. Now, the fastest is the express shipping. Now, for those that want to go into using of express shipping, it's not actually, unless you need your goods very, very urgently. If you don't need your goods urgently, you don't have to do express shipping. Honestly, you don't have to do express shipping. So express shipping, you get your express shipping, your goods within 3 to 7 days. Yes, within 3 to 7 days you already have your goods. Then use express shipping for lightweight goods. Please, lightweight goods only. And for express shipping, they will charge you based on the weight of the goods. As I say, use lightweight shipping. So express shipping is the fastest form of shipping we have. Then we also have the normal shipping we do. The normal shipping will take 2 to 3 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks for you to actually do your normal shipping, and it's also based on weight. So do light goods only. Hairs are lightweighted, so we are blessed in the hair industry. No be smart thing. So another thing again is the other one, sorry, is the sea shipping. Now, if you are buying hairs like in thousands of pieces, okay, if you are buying hairs in bulk, when I say bulk, I don't mean small bulk, bulk, you can use the sea shipping. And if you have the patience to actually wait for your goods to arrive, because sea shipping takes around 2 to 3 months. Yes, sea shipping takes around 2 to 3 months. And but the thing is that sea shipping is actually very, very cheap. Express shipping is faster, but it costs more. Normal shipping is normal. Let me use that word, is normal. So it's not that expensive, but it takes 2 to 3 weeks. That means it's the next fastest type of shipping. Why sea shipping takes 2 to 3 months, and honestly, it's the cheapest. It's the cheapest. And it's because this one, for sea shipping, you don't weigh. They don't weigh it. They don't charge you according to the weight of your goods. Rather, they charge you according to the space occupied by your goods. So those are the 3 main types of shipping we have. Now, like I always say, we have some hair materials and tools for your hair business. I've already talked about this one in one of my videos. We have materials and tools for your hair business. I think I already showed you guys a straightener already. There are so many materials and tools you will need for your hair business. Now let me show you my mannequins. Hold on, let me bring my mannequins. So hi guys, so meet Leah. Say hello. Say hello to my live. So this is Leah. Okay, Leah is a mannequin. Then this is also a mannequin. Okay, so you need some of these materials and tools for your hair business. So Aside this, you will need things like your hot tools, then you need your heat protectant, of course. Then if you're going into the installation of hairs, you will need to buy you need to get things like your, what's it called, your glue, your lace melt, your band, and things like that. So but if you're not going into the installation of hairs, you don't need such things. Just check out my video on materials, on tools, on hair business, and you'll get to understand. Now somebody was talking about marketing yesterday. Somebody was talking about marketing and sales, and I'm here to finally address that. Okay, sorry guys, I just wanted to reply something. Okay, so so quickly, let's talk about the marketing. How do you market? You know, it's not just about starting your hair business. How do you actually market your hair business? It matters a lot, because I've seen a lot of people go into the hair industry because they heard that there is money in it and things like that, but at the end of the day, they'll end up leaving the hair. I've seen a lot of people leave hair business because they went into it with the fact that, oh, I'm just there to make money. Do you understand? And they forget that it actually requires a lot. See, hair business is a very, very intentional business. I've been saying this and I will keep saying it. Hair business is a very, very intentional business. So you have to be intentional about it, okay? You have to be intentional about it. Don't just go there because you heard that there is money in it. If that's your whole ideology of hair business, please don't just go into it, because I'm coming to the advertising and marketing and sales. I'm coming to that. Thank you so much. Healthcare. Thank you so much. So don't just go into the hair industry because you heard that there is money in it. You're gonna be disappointed, because you need to know a lot about marketing. And why you see some hair vendors standing out is because of what they actually know about the hair industry and about marketing. So you actually need to know a lot about marketing and sales for you to actually go into the hair industry. So let me quickly talk about marketing and sales. Let me quickly talk about that. All right, so firstly, you need to start with branding. Now, before you go into your hair business, what you're supposed to know about is the branding. Like, you have to create your own brand. Sorry if I'm mixing words a lot. I'm mixing things up, but don't worry, I would. Okay, like I was saying, branding. Firstly, branding. Okay, you need to have a brand. Okay, have a brand. Like my brand now is Rachi Luxury Hair. Okay, Rachi Luxury Hair is the name of my brand. So you need to get the name of your own brand, and if possible, do something that people can use to identify with your brand. Something like a bag, like a paper bag, or you can do something like a sticker or something like that people will just use to identify with your own brand. So you understand what I'm saying? So you need to, like, if you don't know the name of you need to, like, don't just start hair business without having the name of the brand. You need to make a name. Okay, so you need to just you need to have a name for your hair business before you start. That's what I'm just trying to say. Now we have a marketing strategy. So let me come to advertising, healthcare. Let me address you what you are saying. So we have a marketing strategies you can use to market your hair business. Yesterday, somebody asked me about marketing. Like I should give them content ideas. Okay, so when you talk about me giving her content ideas that she can use to market her hair business, and I immediately gave her 5 days content ideas, and I'm about to share that with you people in case you were not here yesterday. Now let's say I already started my hair business and I just want to be advertising. Now you don't just come every day and start saying buy. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, don't just come and start saying buy. No, it's actually a wrong way of advertising. Okay, some days you should just come up with educational content, sometimes entertainment content. Okay, so don't just be talking about come and buy from me, come and buy from us, come and buy from us. It's a wrong way of marketing your business, especially in this generation. First thing you need to understand is that people come online to have fun. Okay, that's the first thing you have to understand. People come online to have fun, not because they want to buy anything. Most of the time, this thing that people want to buy, people have them around them already. You understand what I'm saying? People they sell these things around them, okay? But people come online to be entertained, okay? They come online to be entertained. So you have to give them this as well as market your products. Is it clear? Still advertise your business, but still make it entertaining, okay? Still make it entertaining. While you're advertising, you are entertaining your customers, because most young people, not everybody come online to be entertained, and that's the simple truth. Everybody comes online to be entertained. So you have to still do this. So let me give you a 5 days content ideas that can actually help you market your hair business. Number one is okay, let me say I want to post every day for my hair business. The first thing I will do on a Monday is I will post pack a customer's order with me. I might not be packing any customer's order, but I just want to make a video on that. So pack a customer's order with me. I can do that kind of video. Rita, I don't speak French, so I don't know how to speak French, okay? I don't know how to speak French. So on Monday I can do pack a customer's order with me. Then on a Tuesday I can do what should I call it? A come and buy from me, okay? Come and buy from me post. Come buy for me. This our hair is really, really cheap. Come and buy this particular hair. Then on a Wednesday I can post reviews, okay? I can post reviews on a Wednesday. Then on a Thursday I can post educational content, like this is why you should buy a human hair instead of buying a synthetic wig. This is why you should do this instead of doing that. This is why you should do this instead of, like, I can post a human hair, an educational content. So on a Friday I can post an entertainment content. On Saturday I'll post entertainment content. On Sunday I'll post entertainment content. See, I've even gone beyond the 5 days. But that is what you have to do. See, if you're posting on, especially if you're posting on TikTok, on YouTube, okay, let me not say on YouTube. Let me see if you're posting on TikTok, because these are platforms where people come just to have fun. Now, you need to make your content very, very enticing. Now, there's a particular sound now that is going viral. This is this fish pie sound, okay? This fish pie sound. You can use it. You can just put, you can carry your basket. You can carry your basket, and then you can carry a basket, sorry, put hairs inside it and put it on your head and be shouting, come and buy, or like you can use that fish pie sound, and before you know it, you are making people happy and you're getting customers. Before you know, somebody will be like, what's this lady even selling? And before you know, they are buying from you. So you see that following trends matters. Yes, like, don't just come and be posting buy from us, buy from us, buy from us. It's not right, okay? It's not right. It's not a way to market in 2024. It's not a way to market. So while you are posting come and buy from us content, also post educational content, because people want to learn new things. That's the truth. People want to learn new things. I posted a video that went viral where I talked about 3 weeks you should have as a young lady, and that video went so viral, so viral, because I was actually educating people on 3 weeks you should have, because some people want to buy wigs but they don't know what the people want to buy wigs but they don't know which exact wig to go for. So they just end up buying anything that comes to their mind or anything that the vendor gives to them. But by making that video, I've been able to tell them that these are the 3 weeks you should actually have as a young lady. Like, you should have these are the 3 weeks you should actually have as a young lady. Firstly, you should have a bob wig. Then secondly, you should have a long straight hair. Then thirdly, you should have any of these coily wigs. So by doing such a thing, you have actually told such a person, you've actually answered that such a person's question. Do you understand what I'm saying? So 3 weeks you should have as a young lady actually went a lot viral because it's an educational content. Then you should also talk about entertainment content, especially entertainment content. Sometimes people are tired of learning because some people are stressed. You don't understand? Some people are stressed from work. Some people are stressed from attending classes. Some people are stressed from writing exams. In fact, life in general stresses people up and down. So people just want to come online and have fun, and you are just there coming to say come and buy, come and buy. They will not even answer you. So people want to what am I saying? People want to be entertained. So entertain them while you're also advertising to them. It's actually possible for you to do these two at a time. So another thing again I want to talk about is the marketing strategy. I already talked about using social media. Then see, there are different ways you can actually market your hairs. There are different ways you can market your hairs. Like I just mentioned, utilizing social media. You can market your hairs on YouTube. You can market your hairs on TikTok. You can market your hairs on Facebook. You can market your hairs on Instagram. You can market your hairs on different places. And yesterday I mentioned that there are 2 places where you can market your hairs for free. I mentioned Facebook Marketplace, and I also mentioned I also mentioned this other place. What's it called? Google. Yes, you can also market, because some people just go to Google and be like, I want to buy, like, people do these things. So, and then it will be very, very nice if Google just brings you up as the hair, the okay, how do you differentiate natural and synthetic hairs? I already talked about this, or I talked about it already in this live. So how do you differentiate a natural, that's a human hair? I believe you're talking about a human hair from a synthetic hair. Okay, how you differentiate a human hair from a synthetic hair is carrying out a bond test. I already explained it. See, these days, some synthetic hairs are doing so well that you will not even be able to differentiate a synthetic hair from a human hair. I'm not even joking. Some synthetic hairs can now bleach. Some of them accept heat. Most of them now are almost tangle free. I am not even joking. Gone are those days when you buy synthetic hairs and these synthetic hairs are tangling up and down. I know they will still tangle. They will still tangle. But like immediately you get them, you might not even be able to differentiate them from human hairs. But how you be able to differentiate them very, very well is by carrying out a bond test. Now, you're going to cut a little piece from that hair. I would have done it for you, yeah, but I don't know if it's against the community guidelines. So I don't want to bring fire. If you understand what I'm saying, I don't want to bring fire to my life. So a human hair, when you burn a synthetic, let me start with the when you burn a synthetic hair, it will form balls. It will form balls. And this is the best way for you to identify a human hair, to differentiate a human hair from a synthetic hair. Will carry out a burn test. So when you burn a synthetic hair, it will form balls. Then it will emit black smoke. Black smoke, yes, to emit a black smoke. Then a synthetic hair will also, okay, I mentioned that it will form balls, it will emit a black smoke, then it will smell like rubber. Most importantly, it will smell like rubber. You know that if you have perceived the smell of a burning plastic, that's exactly how a synthetic hair will be smelling like. Now, why for a human hair? When you burn a human hair wig, the human hair wig will burn very, very fast. It will emit a white smoke, then it will smell like a burning hair or a burning animal. So that's just it. So thank you so much, Gladys, for joining us. Thank you so much for joining us. So that is how you differentiate a human hair from a synthetic hair. And if you have any question at all about hair importation, hair business, hairs in general, you can ask. Okay, this is a live chat, so you can ask me anything. So I was talking about marketing strategies. I was talking about utilizing social media. Okay, you can utilize social media to advertise your product. You don't need a physical store for your hair business. I've said this severally. I don't have a physical store yet. Yes, I sell my hairs. So you don't need a physical store for your hair business. You can market your business online. So then you can also pay influencers. Actually, I don't actually advertise this and anybody to do this. Honestly, paying influence, especially if you're just starting out, what is stopping you from marketing your business that you want to go paying influencers? Don't get me wrong, it's not wrong at all for you to pay influencers for them to market your business. But as a starter, as a beginner, like, you're trying to grow your hair business, you need money. That's why you went into the hair business. So why are you coming to pay influencers for it? No. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that. What I would advise is that you market, at least start marketing by yourself. Don't just go about paying influencers. And you know, some of these influencers, you pay them and they don't even, some of them that you even pay, they'll later carry out the content, that will later create content for you. You might not even get sales from it, but most of the times people do. Most of the time people get sales from it. But please, if you have someone that is close to you that's an influencer, of course, get a person to do it for you, to advertise for you. But if you don't, and you're just starting your hair business, and you're starting with 200k, 300k, and you want to go and be paying influencer 100k, what stops you from advertising your own business by yourself? Normally, nobody's supposed to advertise your business past you. You understand what I'm saying? You're supposed to carry your business for head. Nobody's supposed to advertise past you normally. So, pardon me for speaking English, pidgin English, but yeah, I was just trying to explain something. So the next thing I want to talk about is building a strong online presence. Yes. Now, I've talked about the fact that you don't need a physical store for your hair business. So what do you now do? You're welcome, Eric. You're welcome. So building a strong online presence. If you see me looking down, it's because I wrote down some of the things I want to talk about. So building a strong online presence. Now, one thing I've realized about some hair vendors is that some of them have this thing they call websites. Yes, some of them have websites for their hair business. Yes, they have websites. So having a website for your hair business will actually help you a lot. I'm actually working on getting mine too done by God's grace, okay? Because I need to have a website, because every time you are attending to so many customers, just give them a room where you just send them your website. They'll just place order on the website, and boom, you are making sales, okay? So I've seen a lot of, even the person that helped me get started with the hair business, she also has a website of her own, and it's so easy for her to make sales. Like, people just order on the website and she's making her sales. Like, it's not having to, because sometimes one thing about starting your own hair business is that you're going to become the customer service of your hair business. Yes, you're going to become the customer service, you're going to become the stylist, you're going to become the content creator, you're going to become a lot of things when you start up your own hair business. So you might not have the strength of doing this whole thing. So create a website for yourself. If you can, create a website for your hair business. If you can afford it, just create a website. Get somebody to create a website for you. Put your hairs there, put the prices there. If you want to run a discount, put it there, and let people buy from the websites directly. Make payments before you know you have received them, and it saves you stress of all this. And then it makes people understand that you're actually real enough. Yes, it makes people believe that you're actually real. Then another way of building your online presence is by social media marketing. I already talked about that, using YouTube. Do you know that you can actually market on YouTube? People don't know that you can market on YouTube. You can make sales on YouTube. So if you are here to actually get your own YouTube channel started with, to start advertising your business, do it already. Yes, on Facebook, you should absolutely have a Facebook page. Like, at least that one is actually one of these commonest thing people do. You should absolutely have a Facebook page for your hair business. I'm not supposed to even be saying this. Have a Facebook page for your hair business, and grow the page gradually, okay? Then you should actually have an Instagram. Some people create an Instagram page for their businesses. Yes, why some people just use their personal pages to start advertising, okay? So whichever one works for you, you can actually go into it. So I also talked about influencer partnership, which I also said that if you know you're just starting your hair business and you're starting small, don't go about paying influencers, okay? Don't go about, just advertise. It's not a bad idea. If you can afford it, please do it, okay? Before you say it's me that discourage you, no. If you can afford it, do it, okay? But if you know you cannot afford it, just forget about it, okay? And market your hair business by yourself. Then another thing again is that you have to stay up to date with the industry trend. Yes, this one is very, very important. You see that as at last year, people were selling this thing they call Chinese bone straight. If you recall, everybody was just selling Chinese bone straight. That means if you were selling Chinese bone straight as at last year, you'll be making a lot of money. Yes, because it was the trend that time. Chinese bone straight, Chinese bone straight. Oh my God, Chinese bone. Everybody was talking about Chinese bone straight, Chinese bone straight. So imagine you were selling Chinese bone straight as at that time. You make a lot of money. Now, what is raining these days is pixie coils. That's the coily wigs that raining these days. Everybody now, pixie coils. People even forget that we have other kinds of coils. Yes, okay. I think I'm also actually going to talk about this one in a few minutes. That's in a bit. I'll talk about the types of coily hairs we have. I wish I could actually show you people the types of coily hairs we have, but I'll just explain it, and if you come across it, you understand what I mean. So we have so like I was saying, you have to stay up to date with the trend. What is really nice? Pixie coils, bone straight, pixie coils and bone straight. That's what is really nice in the hair industry, pixie coils and bone straight. So if you have these hairs, I'm sure if you're selling this particular hair, I'm sure you'll be able to make a lot of sales from selling pixie coils and bone straight. So pixie coils and bone straight are actually raining now. Also, what do I even want to talk about again? I already talked about the grades of hairs. Now I told you the truth is that hair comes in grades, but there is no standard grading system anywhere. There's no standard grading system anywhere. Hair comes in grades, but one supplier's 10A hair can be another supplier's 5A grade hair. One supplier's 11A grade hair can be another supplier's 12A grade hair. So there's no standard grading system anywhere. So if you're buying a 10A grade hair from a particular supplier, I'm talking about Chinese, so because in Vietnam, I don't believe that we have all these 10A grade hair. What we have in Vietnam is we just talk about single John, double John, and super double John. We don't talk about or the 6A. No, I don't think Vietnamese do those things, but Chinese do. So we have the 6A grade hair, the 7A grade hair, the 8A grade hair. But I want you to know that a 10A grade hair from the particular supplier can be another supplier 7A grade hair. So don't believe all those grading system. If you have bought a 10A grade hair from a particular supplier and it worked for you, you got a good quality hair, stick to that supplier. Okay, that's all I would say. Then I already talked about materials and tools for your hair business, and I already talked about hair maintenance tools. Now, while you are starting your hair business, there's something you're actually supposed to know as well about your hair maintenance tools. You're supposed to know about your hair maintenance tools in the sense that you have to teach your customers how they will maintain their hair, especially if you're selling luxury hairs. See, the truth is that a lot of people don't know how to maintain expensive hairs. Such hairs such as bouncy hairs, pixie coils, bone straight. Some people don't know how to maintain bone straight. Let me bring this hair somebody gave me to style for her. Let me show you this particular hair so you understand what I'm talking about. Now, can you imagine that this is somebody's bone straight hair? You see how it is looking? Can you see how it is looking? Can you see how it is looking? Can you see how it is looking? Somebody's bone straight hair. And don't get me wrong, at some point your bone straight hair is definitely going to look like this. Okay, your bone straight hair is going to look like this, but you're supposed to teach your customers how to maintain their hairs. Okay, because it would not make any sense that a customer will buy hairs from you, especially when you're selling luxury hairs, buy expensive hairs from you, and they'll not be able to maintain it. Do you understand what I'm saying? They'll not be able to maintain it. Therefore, the hairs will not even last. You understand what I'm saying? The hairs will not last. So it's not a good thing at all. So if you are going to be selling expensive hair, even if you're not selling, even if you're selling blend, even if you're selling synthetic hairs, teach your customers to maintain their hairs. Teach them. Let me show you one of the things you can use to store your hairs, especially the storage. So people tie their bone straight inside nylon, like they're tying bone straight inside nylon. That is how this one even got to become like this. Look at some of these bone straight hair. Look at. So people tie their some people tie their hairs inside nylon. Before you bring the hair out, the hair is smelling and then it's looking so rough and unkept. So it's not a if you are going to go into the hair industry, show your customers different hair storage products, especially the storage. People don't know this. So things like this mannequin. Let me bring the mannequin. Things like this mannequin now. You can use this mannequin to store your hair. This is the mannequin. You can use this mannequin to store your hairs. You can use that's my bag. This wig bag. It's hanging up here. Okay, let me just bring it. Let me bring it and show you guys. As you can see, my hairs are inside. Can you see it? Can you see what I'm showing you? My hairs are inside. So you have to tell your customers to get something like this, or get that mannequin head, or there's this other one that can just stand. All these things are things that they will use to store their hairs, and their hairs will last. Even if it is blend, maintain your hair. Even if it is blend, maintain it so that it will last for you well. Okay, don't buy hair, don't sell hair to people that don't know how to maintain their hairs. Now I want to talk about the different types of straight hairs we have. Now basically we have two types of straight hairs. Two. We have the bone straight hair and we have the silky straight hair. I'm going to be ending my live by 4:30. So please, if you have any questions, please quickly drop your questions. If you have any questions, please drop it. Okay, so like I said before, we have two types of straight hairs. I know a lot of people don't know this, but I'm telling you now. Now we have the bone straight hair and the silky straight hair. Now, one thing you should understand about a bone straight hair. This is a bone straight hair, though it's looking rough, but I want you to know that this is a bone straight hair. This is a bone straight hair. Now, one thing I want you to know about a bone straight hair is that one thing I want you to know about a bone straight hair is that a bone straight hair does not coil, like not like it cannot coil. As you can see, this one is looking a bit wavy. Especially for those people that used to say bone straight hairs do not bend. Are you seeing that this bone straight hair is bent? Look at it. Look at it. Are you seeing that it's bent? Look at. So bone straight hairs do bend as well. So please don't buy those narratives bone straight hairs do bend, but the only thing is that unlike a bone straight, this is a bone unlike a silky straight hair, if I coil a bone straight hair like this, it will tend to bounce back. Let's take a look at this now. It will tend to bounce back. Are you seeing? Like I know a lot of times that I've tried using my coiling iron to make this bone straight hair coil, but it doesn't work. Okay, it doesn't work. So you need to understand that a silky straight hair becomes wavy like in just a few days. A silky straight hair, once you just get it, it will become wavy. If you don't understand what I mean by wavy, you can just see it from here. It becomes wavy. Now when you see straighten it with time again, it will still turn wavy. Probably that's the same day, say. But a bone straight hair, if a bone straight hair, if it becomes wavy, if you keep it on a straight position, like if you make it straight, it will come back looking straight. Are you seeing? If you see, it will come back looking straight. Like if you keep it straight, if you have been wavy and you keep it straight, it will come back looking straight. So that is that for a bone straight hair and a wavy hair. And one thing again you should understand about a wavy hair, oh god, did I say a bone straight hair and a wavy hair? A bone straight hair and a silky straight hair, I already explained the difference. For a bone straight hair, like I said, you cannot coil a bone straight hair. If you coil this hair, this bone straight hair, it will still come back to being straight. Okay, it will bounce back. It will bounce back. It might not come back and be looking very, very straight, but it will come back looking straight. Why for a silky straight hair, if you just coil it, it might remain like that for some time. Okay, for a longer time, safe, before it will become wavy again. Okay, and most of the time, silky straight hairs are always wavy. Like silky straight hairs are always wavy. Silky straight hairs are always wavy. Most of the times, anytime you see them, they're always wavy. But for a bone straight hair, especially when you straighten your bones, like if I straighten this hair now, you will not believe that this hair is actually this hair is was looking like this before I straightened it. So that's the difference between a bone straight hair and a silky straight hair. Like I said, if you have any question, please go ahead and ask. Please go ahead and ask your question so that we can end this live by 4:30. I'm going to end this live by 4:30. So please, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask. Go ahead and ask. Okay, now we have different types of coily hairs as well. If you didn't know now, we have in fact coily hairs. I'm sure there are some I don't even know about. I'm sure that there are some that I don't even know about. Now we have the popular one that people know about, pixie coils. Now we have pixie coils, we have kinky coils, and we have Burmese coils, we have jerry coils. So we have a lot of coily hairs. Yes, we have a lot of them. We have a lot of coily hairs. Okay, so we have the pixie coils, the Burmese coils, and kinky coil and jerry coil. So for the pixie coil, if you have not seen a pixie coil before, oh god, it's foul, the hair is foul. So let me go and get it. So a pixie coil looks like I would have loved to show you my if you just check my channel, that golden hair you normally see me wear, that's how a pixie coil look like. Though that's a piano color of a pixie coil. So yeah, that's how a pixie coils look like. Now for a kinky coil is not is the coils are tinier. I don't know how to say it. Not so tiny, sharp, but they are like, should I use the word tighter? Then for a jerry coil is kind of bold. Am I wrong? It's kind of bold and something like that. Now for a Burmese coil looks so much like a pixie coil. Like you hardly differentiate a Burmese coil from a pixie coil. But yeah, if you see if you've been getting hairs from Vietnam or China or wherever it is you get your hairs from, you'd have come to realize that a pixie coil and a Burmese coil actually this is really difficult to differentiate them, especially when they have been wigged. It's very, very difficult to differentiate a pixie coils from a Burmese coil when they are styled. It's difficult. So that is that for that. So somebody asked a question that I should talk about hair importation. I talked about hair importation yesterday. Let me just repeat it again. Hair importation, before you go into importing hair, that there are 3 things you need to have. Like I said, you need to have a hair supplier, whether in China, in Vietnam, in India, or in Cambodia, wherever it is you want to import hairs from. So you need to have a supplier in that particular place. Then you need to have a shipping company there. You need to have a shipping company. Yes, a shipping company in that particular country. That's a shipping company address. Then thirdly, you need to have an exchanger. Definitely you cannot pay in your local currency, so you need to you need to, how do I say it, you need to change the local currency to the country's currency it is you want to buy hairs from. Now let me just make an assumption that I want to buy from China now. Now what I'm going to do, if I want to buy hairs, if I want to import hairs from China, I'm going to have a hair supplier in China. I'm going to have a hair supplier in China. Then I'm going to message my hair supplier. Okay, I'm going to message my hair supplier. Then I'll tell my hair supplier that I want to buy so hairs, so hairs. Now, when my hair supplier, when I conclude on the kind of on the hairs I want to buy. Now, one sweet thing about buying from China, that is different from buying from Indian, from Vietnam, or from Cambodia, is that it's very easy for you to get Chinese hair suppliers. Now, if you didn't know it now. It's very easy for you to get Chinese hair suppliers because sorry about that. It's very easy for you to get Chinese hair supply because we have so many Chinese wholesale marketplace like 1688, like Pindodo, like Alibaba. So it's very easy for you to get Chinese hair suppliers. So you can just go there. Make sure that you identify the legit supplier. Now, if you need a video on how to identify a legit supplier on 1688, on Alibaba, on Pindodo, on all these places, you can check a video on my channel, like how to identify a legit supplier. That's 1688 video, the first 1688 video I made. Please watch that video. Hey, that video is gonna put you through a lot. Everybody that have watched that video have actually testified about that video. Like, the video is awesome. So what I'm just saying is, if you want to identify a legit supplier on Alibaba on 1688, I'm still going to make a video on Pindodo. So don't worry, I'm definitely going to make a video on Pindodo. A lot of things I'm taking my time, okay? So when I do, that's why you have to subscribe to my channel if you have not. Oh, of course, it's my subscribers that are watching me. What am I even saying? So anyways, just look out for my video on Pindodo. I'm going to drop it, but I don't think it's anytime soon, but let's just see how it goes. So what I'm just saying is that it's very easy for you to get Chinese hair supplier. Very easy for you to get Chinese hair supplier. Unlike Vietnamese hair suppliers, it's very easy for you to get Chinese hair suppliers. Though you can still get Vietnamese hair suppliers from Alibaba. Yes. If you want to know how to do that, just check my Alibaba video. You know how to go about it. I just chipped it in there. Okay. Now, one thing I want you to know is that after getting your supplier, you have placed your order. You have told your supplier everything you want to buy. Now there are different ways for you to actually see products of your suppliers. Now, if you're using 1688, it's there in the supplier store. So you cannot send the supplier screenshot of the hairs you want, or rather you add it to cart, then send it to the supplier's DM. Now, on Alibaba, same thing. You can do the same thing. Now, if you are chatting up your supplier on WhatsApp, okay, if you're chatting up your supplier on WhatsApp, you are going to see it in their catalog. Now, if they don't have it in their catalog, you can always ask them for their price list, where they will have pictures of the hairs and their respective prices, okay, and their respective prices. So you can actually check that out, okay, the respective prices. You can actually check the price list. Then you tell the supplier what you want. Then you request for quotation. This is how to import hairs. I'm explaining how to import hairs now. Then you request for quotation. So the first step is the first thing is to have these three relevant things that I mentioned. So I don't want to be mixing things up so that people will not get confused. To import hairs from China and from Vietnam, you must have three things: a hair supplier in China or in Vietnam, then an exchanger, then a shipping company. I already explained this. Now, when you now have a supplier, you're going to tell the supplier what you want to buy. Describe everything. Tell the supplier. When people have concluded, okay, I want to buy this bone straight hair, 100 pieces, then so your supplier will give you, they're going to request for quotation. The supplier will not tell you the total cost of your goods. When the supplier tell you the total cost of your goods, please ignore the noise in the background. Can you imagine? Anyways, so your supplier is going to, oh God, the noise is becoming worse too. So your supplier is going to send you the total cost of your goods and drop his or her account details for you. Now you're going to forward these account details to your exchanger. That's why I said you must have an exchanger, a supplier, and a shipping company. See why I mentioned that these three things are very important. So if you're anyone that intends to go into hair importation, make sure you have a supplier, make sure you have a shipping company, and make sure you have an exchanger. Now, if you're going to be importing hairs from Vietnam, you just use Sir Gabriel. This is the exchanger and shipping company most people use. Sir Gabriel owns a shipping company, okay? So you can use him as your exchanger and as that means you're going to request his shipping company address in Vietnam from him. Then you send it to, then you're going to send it to your supplier. But before we get to that part, let me keep explaining what I was saying. So you're going to chat up your supplier, get the total cost of your goods. Your supplier will drop his or account details. Now why I'm saying account details is because if it was China, I would have said Alipay account details. If it was Vietnam, I don't know what they call their own bank there. I don't know what they call their own bank there, but yes, your supplier will drop his or account details. Then you now forward this supplier's account details. Before you forward it, you're going to chat up your exchanger. Chat up your exchanger and ask your exchanger the current exchange rate. I've always said this time without number. Don't go and be asking your exchanger that. Don't go and be asking your exchanger that how much do you charge? Don't ask your exchanger this, please. Don't ask your exchanger this. Don't ask your exchanger this. Just ask them for the current shipping rate, because the profit they're making is already in the exchange rate. Okay, so just ask your exchanger what is the current exchange rate. Your exchanger will tell you. Then you will now tell him that you want to pay your supplier. You not drop your supplier's account details. Then your exchanger will not drop then you're going to tell the exchanger the total costs of the goods you want to buy. Like you don't have to tell the exchanger like you can be like, okay, I want to buy 600 worth of yuan or 600 worth of any currency it is, wherever it is you are buying from. So your exchanger will not drop his or Nigerian bank account details. That's if you're in Nigeria, no. But if you're not a Nigerian and you're watching me, your exchanger is going to drop. If you're a Ghanaian, going to drop his Ghanaian account details. They are not going to pay into your exchanger's account details. Okay, when you pay into the exchanger's account, they are equivalent of the total cost of your goods. The equivalent of the total cost of your goods. Then your exchanger will then pay your supplier and send you the receipt. So you're going to send this receipt to your supplier. Then your supplier will confirm that he or she has received your payment. When your supplier actually confirms this, then your supplier would then tell you when he or she is going to be shipping out your goods. Then one important thing I always say is that, in fact, two important things you must always do after you have made payment and your supplier has confirmed your payment is that you're going to drop your personal information for your suppliers. If you don't drop your personal information for your supplier, it's going to be problem. Hey, I don't know if that's against community guideline. Anyways, you're going to drop your personal information such as your name, your phone number, and your location. I said this already. And then you're going to remind your supplier 2 or 3 times to write your name on your parcel. Please write my name on my parcel. Please write my name on my parcel. Remind your supplier. Please remind your supplier to write your name on your parcel. That's the personal information on your parcel. Now, if you are using Skyjet like me, there's something we call membership number. You're also going to send your supplier your membership number. Like any of the shipping companies that uses this thing they call membership number. When you have an account with them, you have a membership number. So you're also going to drop your membership number with your supplier. Then, most importantly, you also drop your shipping company address. So that's the second thing. Then you're going to ask your supplier. Definitely should have even told you when he's going to be shipping out your goods. Then you're going to tell him to drop the tracking number for you when he eventually does. I just like this in my hair. I don't know why. I just like this hair. Oh. Anyways, you're going to tell your supplier to drop the tracking number for you whenever he or she ships out the goods. So when your supplier ship out the goods, he's going to drop you the tracking number. Now, there's something we call express shipping. Okay, I didn't mention this yesterday. Express shipping. Now, express shipping is that amount you pay for your goods to leave your supplier to your shipping company address. I don't know if you get it. Like that amount you pay, the cost of transporting your goods from your supplier to your shipping company address, whether in China or in Vietnam. So you're definitely going to pay for express shipping. You're definitely going to pay for express shipping. Then when your goods arrive in your shipping company is going to message you that they have actually received your goods. Then they're going to ship your goods down here in Nigeria. Let me use Nigeria for instance. You know, we are Nigerian. I'm a Nigerian. Let me not say we are Nigerian because I could have some other people watching me from other places. So I'm a Nigerian. So they're going to ship your goods to Nigeria. Let me take for instance. Then you receive a pickup message from your exchanger. Exchanger. No. You receive a pickup message from your shipping company to come and pick up your products. Sorry, to come and pick up your products, and then you just is that you go for pickup to come and clear your goods and pick up your products. So is that you go what am I even trying to say? They'll receive a message to come and clear your goods and for pickup. Now you're going to pay them. You can pay them online to clear your goods, and then you can also pay them to weigh the goods down to you. Let's say you're not in the same state, okay? Let's say I'm in Calabar, and then the goods arrived in Lagos. So I'm gonna pay for weigh fee from Lagos to Calabar. Do you understand? Now let's even make an assumption that I'm even in Lagos. Let's say I'm in Lagos, but the shipping company is far from me. So I'm going to request for weigh down to my location. You see that it's that simple. It's so simple. It's so simple to import hairs from China and from Vietnam. I don't know why people complicate this thing. I know that I've seen a lot of people paying for classes. I paid for classes too. I'm not going to lie. I paid for the knowledge I have in the hair industry today, and I'm giving it out for free because I feel like these are things that people should just know. The only thing that I don't do is to give out my personal suppliers contact. I've given out a lot of contact. Now, if you're in need of hair suppliers contact, you can always check out my video. I have a video on my channel where you can get reliable hair suppliers contact. Well, now why I say reliable is because they're actually reliable, but I'm not actually bought hairs from them, so I cannot say anything really about the quality of their hairs. Okay, I can't say anything about the quality of their hairs. So that's basically it. If you have any question, please go ahead and ask. We have been in this live for over 80 minutes now, from what I can see. Please, if you have any question, please go ahead and any question about about the hair industry, any question about importing hairs, any question about like any of this importation. It might not be hair, like any of these importation videos I have done. And if you have any question at all, just go ahead and ask so that we can round up by 4:30. I'm even getting tired. That's why I'm getting tired. So we can round up by 4:30. So it's very easy. It's very easy for you to import hairs. Okay, don't feel like it's difficult, and don't feel intimidated if you have not actually imported hairs. Don't feel like you are left out because there's nothing there. I'm telling you, there's nothing there. I've done it before. I know that it feels amazing. It feels awesome. It feels amazing, and it feels awesome to actually import hairs. But honestly speaking, there's nothing in it. It's very simple. The only thing you need, the only thing that is hard, is those 3 things I mentioned, which is number 1, to get a hair supplier, to get a shipping company, and to get an exchanger. In fact, if you already have these 3 things, you can import hairs any day, anytime. That's all what you need to import hair. So don't let anybody tell you that it's hard. It's not hard. And they buy a basigo upon this in Alemea. Oh God, I just spoke my language. So it's not hard. It's not hard. Okay. Thank you, Chika. Thank you, Njoko. Thank you, Titilayo. Thank you, Jennifer Marachi. I hope I answered your question about hair importation. It's not difficult. It's not difficult. It is not difficult. You just, what is even difficult there is to get a hair supplier, a shipping company. So if you already have these 3 things, all right guys, so we have come to the end of this video. I don't know if I don't think I will be holding another live tomorrow. I don't think I'll be holding another live tomorrow, but yeah, I don't think I'll be holding another live tomorrow. But when I would hold another live, I think I'll make a post or something like that. But I'm not going to be going live tomorrow. So if you have any questions for me, you can always leave. You can always come to leave it in the comment section of any of my videos. I'm definitely going to reply you. And if you need my help getting started with your hair business, like I said, the most difficult thing in making hair importation is the supplier's contact. See, if you already have a good supplier, okay, the problem is getting a good supplier. Sorry about that, guys. The problem is getting a good supplier. If you already have a good supplier, you know, some of these knowledges that I share with you guys, I actually paid a lot of money to actually gain them. Some of this knowledge I share, I paid a lot. I paid for a whole lot of classes. I can't even remember. I was just paying since last year. And even if I start another class that is going to help me grow my business, that is going to help me market my business, definitely I'm going to pay for such a class and follow the class, because every day we are learning. Okay, every day we are learning. And then also like I was saying, I just give her this knowledge here for free. Oh, that's a knowledge, is Jesus. That was a grammatical blunder. I'm sorry. So I just give her this knowledge for free because I feel like these are things that people should just know. People should just know, and this is a way of actually helping other people get started with their own hair business. And the only thing I know that I cannot actually for give for free is my personal suppliers contact. I can't give them one for free because I didn't get them for free. I get them really, really expensive. Really, really. In fact, I have a video on my channel that talks about free hair suppliers contacts. Okay. Honestly, those contacts I even gave out in those videos, I paid for them. I paid for those contacts. I didn't get any contacts for free. I didn't get any contacts for free at all. I paid for every contact I got. But for my personal suppliers contact, I paid extra, super, super extra. So those are the only things I know that I cannot give out for free. But if there's anything I know that can help someone out there get started with their own hair business or any form of business at all, like perfume oil business, I actually know about perfume oil business and I've actually made a video, but I noticed that a lot of people were not interested in the video, so I decided to just stop making videos on perfume oil. But if you're interested in starting your own perfume oil business, you can just let me know. But you see that today I actually comport myself. As you can see, I'm actually better. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm actually looking better. So what I'm just saying, I'm actually doing better. I'm looking better. You see one thing about going live, and if you're just live like this, you don't be saying anything. Like, you know, unlike my videos where you just come out and be like, hair business is this, is that, is this, is that, is this. This one, you just have to be talking. Like sometimes some things might just even cross your mind, but you just have to just. Anyway, what I'm just saying is that it's not easy doing this life. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, it's not easy, but I thank God that I'm getting used. And with time, please don't. As I said, pardon me if I didn't meet your expectation. In my upcoming lives, yes. Did I say upcoming lives? Like in more lives to come. God, I don't know the word to use for it. Anyways, in other ones to come, I would actually do better. Okay, thank you so much for joining us. See you guys in my next video, in my next live. You see what I said? See you guys in my next video, because it's a common thing I say, but now I'm correcting myself. See you guys in my next live. So if I didn't meet your expectation, pardon me. It's because I didn't really plan this live. So I just wrote out some things that I was going to discuss in this live, and yeah. Anyways, thank God so far. I'm glad we were able to cover up a lot. So there are some shipping companies that I can see here. I can see Gig Logistics, Fish Logistics, Pals Cargo, Sky Cargo, Choice Logistics, Kavamo, Ugo, Kolala, Ugo, Kolala, and things like that. Now, I wrote these affordable shipping companies that you can actually use to ship your goods. I can see Sky Cargo here. I can see Skyjet, which is the one I use. I can see Choice Cargo. I can see Skynet, Echant Cargo, Freightia, AUO Logistics, Sunny Rise. In fact, any shipping company that you have been using and that's been working for you, just stick to it. I'm not the kind of person that see every shipping company have their own issues. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, they won't get their own troubles, but if you see the one that actually works for you, like me, Skyjet works for me, but a lot of people have been complaining about Skyjet, so me, I decided to stick to the one that I know that works for me. Okay, so remember what I talked about marketing. Remember what I said about marketing. Remember I said for marketing, branding is important. Before you start your hair business, make sure you have a brand. Like, create a brand for yourself. The marketing strategies that I talked about utilizing social media, and also talked about influencer partnership. And I also talked about building a strong online presence online, which is about your website creation, social media marketing, staying up to date with the industry trend. If you know that at this particular time now in the hair industry, what is trending now is pixie coils and bone straights, my dear. If you want to start up your own hair business, you have to be selling pixie coils and bone straights. Now, if you want to go into budget hairs, then you want to be selling synthetic hairs, or this one people call hair blend. Let me not say people, because I also call it hair blend. So yes. So this one we call hair blend. So what you're going to do is that you're going to sell bone straight look alike. Okay. I wish I could just show you people this particular hair. Bone straight look alike. So you're going to sell bone straight look alike. If you want to if you want to, like, it's not a must. If you don't have money to be selling, what I'm just saying, that bone straight and pixie coils are the common hairs to sell now in the hair industry. But that doesn't mean that if you don't sell it, like let's say you're selling budget hairs, like if you don't have money to start selling bone straight hair, like you're not going to sell. It's not true. Sell bone straight look alike. People buy bone straight look alike. Any long straight hair is bone straight look alike. Any long straight hair that is not bone straight and it's not silky straight is bone straight look alike. Especially if it's a synthetic hair. Now, for pixie coil, we have blend pixie coils. We have blend. Yes, I have a lot of them. I've seen a lot of them. So we have blend pixie coils. So you must not sell the original pixie coils. We even have budget pixie coils. Pixie coils that are 50,000 naira, not those luxury packet pixie coils. Pixie coils that are around 50,000 naira, and that people sell 35,000 naira safe. And these ones are even human hairs. Talk less of the synthetic one. That's the hair blend. And you know, one thing is that you see pixie coils. I don't want to spill this out because a lot of people do not know how to differentiate. Like, I've told you how to differentiate the human hair from a synthetic hair, so this should actually help you. But please know that pixie coils blend hairs are super soft. They are super soft. That, in fact, they are softer than softer than the real one safe. That, don't get me wrong, but all I just mean is that they're really soft. Okay, pixie coils, they are really soft. They're really soft, so you hardly even differentiate them from the real pixie coils, honestly speaking. And those pixie coils last a lot, because I told you that it was this time I wanted to buy hairs from last year when I was looking for someone to buy hairs from. Okay, I actually met with this lady that sold hairs for me. She sold pixie coils for me. Like, this pixie coil was so, I didn't even know that pixie coil was not human hair until I got into the hair business. That was last year still, because I started my hair business. I'm going to call it, I started it by December. Like, I started making research and things like that. But I eventually started, that was after my exams, because I was already in a semester at that time. So after my exam, that was around, it wasn't on March or so, that I eventually started selling hairs. But I've already been into the hair industry since last year. Since last year I started taking classes. Since last year I started making research. Since last year I started doing things. So in fact, it was last year I made my first hair importation. That same last year. So I already talked about building a strong online presence. I talk about grades of hairs, which I already mentioned. I talk about materials and tools for your hair business. If you did not pay attention, please just go and check it out. I have a video on that on my page. Then I also talked about hair maintenance tools. Okay, I always talk about hair maintenance tools. How to identify a quality hair. How to identify. Somebody asked me a question, something similar. How to differentiate a natural hair from a synthetic hair. Now that I believe that should even answer the question of how to identify a quality hair. How to identify a quality hair. So I already talked about hair types, which we have human hair and we have synthetic hair. So I already talked about types of shipping, where I mentioned express shipping, I mentioned sea shipping, and I mentioned normal shipping. Then 3 things you need before you start importing this. I've mentioned this one like 20 times already. So these are things you should actually have before starting your own hair business. Do you know that I have a hair business book? That's for you to know how dedicated I am to this business. I have a hair business book. Look at when I was just starting out. Look at other things to buy: hot comb, stretcher, wax stick. How to change where the closure area is. Look at what I wrote in my book. Wet the hair, pat it, then dry it with a blow dryer. Pat the hair, hairspray it, and use a flat iron to flatten it into place. You need to see me. Like, actually made and one other thing I want you to know about a lace wig, a closure, about the lace wig, is that when I'm talking about, remember I mentioned that there are 5 types of lace wig. We have the lace closure wig, we have the lace frontal wig, we have the full lace wig, and we have the 360 lace wig and the T frontal lace wig. Those are the 5 types of lace wig that I know about. Probably there might be more, but those are the ones I know about. Now for the closure lace wig, I already talked about it, that as long as the lace does not occupy the entire front of your face, it is a closure wig. Now a frontal wig is if the lace occupies the entire front of your face. Now one thing you should note about a closure wig is that it is really easy to wear. This is a closure wig. Don't mind the way I styled this, but it is a closure wig. Okay, so then talk about a frontal wig. A frontal wig has a lot of application process because it needs to be installed. And for a frontal wig, you can also put it in a ponytail. Like if I'm using a frontal, like with a frontal alone, I can just pack it and put it and buy this ponytail. And you see, I see people do that, so you should understand what I'm talking about. Then full lace wig is that kind of wig in which the whole wig is made out of lace, and it's usually the most expensive type of lace wig we have. Then it takes more time to wear and to make it. Honestly, for a full lace wig, remember, just imagine ventilate your head like this and like this. That's why it is called a T frontal, because it looks like a T. Imagine when something goes like this, so it looks like a T. Now we have the 360 lace wig, that one in which the lace goes round your head just like a 360. So I want you to know that there's a difference between a wavy wig and a coily wig. Now wavy wig are those wigs that are just like S, that just like this. Okay, why a coily wig? No, it's not what I mean by coil. It's like coils. It's just coily. Okay, so that's what we mean by a coily wig and a wavy wig. So let me go down and see the comments. I can see that I have some comments. Thank you so much, Chika Susan. Thank you. Then I already talked about hot coiling wand. That's a hot coiling iron, and I've also talked about the setting rollers. Do you know that I've never actually mentioned set? That's actually that. Do you know I have a hair book? Can you imagine? A hair business book. So there's something called flexible rollers. I think I already showed you guys. If you don't know what a flexible rollers is, go and check my video on materials and tools for your hair business. We have a flexible rollers, then we have hot coiling one, and then I'm just saying that we have setting rollers. I haven't forgotten about this one. So setting rollers. So how you use a setting roller, unlike a hot coiling wand, which is the hot coiling iron I've always been talking about. Now if you don't know what a hot coiling wand is, just go and check out my video. I don't have it very close by. So now, unlike a hot coiling one that uses heat, a setting roller and a flexible roller, so you don't need, that's a heatless method of achieving coils. Okay, now the moment you wash it, it loses coil. We're talking about a coily hair. Then you just watch it. Okay, now what you should understand is that this hot coiling wand and setting rollers, you mostly need them for things like your human hair wigs. Let's say you want to make a bouncy coils, now that's when you need them. Now synthetic hairs have their own permanent wave. Okay, they have their own permanent wave, so that's just it. So another thing again is so yeah, that's just it. I don't know what else to say, because I want to bring this video to an end. Okay, I want to bring this video to an end. Now for those that are having issues buying on 1688, there's this other app that some people use. I've seen some people use. It's called Womata. Okay, you can Womata is, in fact, you're going to paste 1688 link on Womata from what I heard. So on Womata, you are buying from 1688, but you are buying for 1688 though, but not it's going to be more, a little more costly. Okay, a little more costly. So you don't buy one thing that I wrote is buy from one supplier to reduce cost. Then you also fund your account. And one thing about using Womata to buy from 1688 is that you get to fund Womata in Naira. Yes, you got to fund Womata in Naira. So why Womata will help you make payments. So that's just like the agents, like the middleman between you and them 1688. So that's just it. So and the service fee. So we have, then they are going to charge you for service fee now. Yeah, they're going to charge you for service fee and for freight fee. Of course, you must definitely pay freight fee. That one is, it's not even a debating issue. So guys, we've come to the end of this video. If you stayed up to this point, thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you for joining my live, and I will see you in my next live or in my next video. Bye guys. Bye. Yeah, and if you enjoyed it, let me know. Okay, and if there's anything you want me to improve on, please also mention it. I'm going to definitely improve. Thank you so much guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.